Let's go! Yeah, baby.
I see you've been practicing your 5-second countdown.
I hit that on the nail at 5 seconds.
Very solid.
That was on the nail at 5 seconds.
Boys, it's been a long week, and I say that every week, but this one's been another long one. And I am really digging these tropical beer hugs by Goose Island.
Bear hugs? Or there are beer hugs, you're right. Sorry, my apologies. Mia scusi.
Pat sniping 5 seconds in. We should have a sniper. You got to be nice for.
It was a premature snipe.
It's okay.
Patrick, no sniping.
Cheers to a long day.
I can't read 2 feet
office.
in front of me, evidently.
Patrick, no sniping.
Joe, how you doing? All right, Joe. Good to see you.
Quality chiming by Joe C.
We're gonna. I'm excited. We got a lot to talk about tonight.
Ooh, that's hoppy.
Yeah,
it's a little hoppier than I thought it was gonna be.
So there's 4 beers. They are all kind of pretty much similar, and I think they just go up in alcohol content.
I think yours is
mine's at 9.8, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, yours is 9.9.
9.9, which is ridiculous.
But yours tastes like a lot, not as harsh as mine.
Yeah, that's.
I haven't tried Pat's yet.
Mine is very hoppy.
This is insanely dangerous. So I got the Tropical Bear Hug by Goose Island. It's a Imperial IPA.
Yeah, yours has less hops than mine.
Yeah, that's insane. That's not safe. Like, you could get real trash on these bad boys.
Yeah, I don't think you drink a lot of them though, because they're kind of heavier, just a little heavier.
The first date I went on with Lauren, we're sitting in oh god, she's gonna kill me for that. I forget the name of the bar right now. My brain is mush.
And you guys got delirium.
No. It was
like you and Joe that one.
What is the bar in the corner, Chris? the game bar. It's
Guthrie's.
I was gonna say starts with an H. So Guthrie's. And
is it Guthrie's or Gunthries?
Guthries.
There's no N.
There's no N, huh? Guthrie's.
Oh,
that bar is. They got all the TVs now. All the TVs. They didn't have any TVs back then.
I found that one out.
Yeah. Oh, Chris took my advice. I see.
I did, yes.
But I remember we were going there and she's like, "Do you want an IPA?" And I think she said she wanted somehow we got onto the IPAs, but I was like, no, they give you man boobies because the extra hops gives you estrogen, and then you get man boobies.
She's like, I see that's not a problem. That's already a problem anyways. Another one. And another one, Devin.
Pat, if we instill you have to be nice for 15 minutes. You'd be
fudged.
Well, I can't swear and I can't be nice. I'm just like a talk for 15 minutes.
Might as well come in for the first.
Get a little power nap in, you know.
So these must be like the summer beers that they've come up with. Chris, you got the secret beer hug. You tell anybody about the secret?
You tell anybody about this beer hug, and I will come to your house.
So yours a little hoppy.
The first couple sips were like, oh wow, I chose wrong, but no, it's getting better now.
Mine has 10,000 volts of flavor.
I like that. The reason I know that one was because me and Nick got completely smashed at a Bulls game on those. 2 of those, and I was
mine's number 1 apparently.
It always takes me a while to get used to the hops when you're drinking a hoppy beer.
Yeah, we're not really. These would be tough to have drink a lot of. But you know what? I bet you any money these are going to be popular. A, because of the color of the cans, and B, because it's a good summer beer. Cool. Yeah,
which you can check out on the where can we find that, Peter?
Hey, Podcast S&P on Twitter and Instagram. And you can reach us at, if you don't like these beers, let us know why, at the snppodcast@gmail.com. This week, look out for invites. We're setting up our March Madness tournament for the year.
Oh, yes.
Winner is going to get a gift package, which will be,
just stickers. It's going to be stickers.
No, it's going to be a mystery package.
Who owns this beer from last year? Who lost?
Gavin still owns this beer.
Although he did buy the bottle of Johnny Walker. We'll call it even.
Yeah, we'll call it even on that one. So check it out. I will post it on Instagram and podcast or in Twitter, and it'll be wide open so anybody can join. We had I forget the guy's name last year who won it, but it was a good time, and I sucked at it. I was out. I think within the first day I felt really good. Second day I was good.
I had the national champion, so that helped me out quite a bit.
Yes, you did. Yeah. Who won it last year?
Because my one other bracket was completely done after the first day.
What Baylor won, I believe.
No, it wasn't the guy.
It wasn't Gonzaga. It was
no. It's the other. They're the best number 1 team this year, and they lost. I think. Crap. I'm trying to think.
I could have sworn it was Baylor.
Gonzaga?
No, I don't think it was Gonzaga. I thought it was Baylor. I thought Gonzaga versus Baylor, but maybe that was. I thought that was it because they canceled in 2020.
Didn't one of the teams make a kind of a run that shouldn't have made the run? And that's what kind of
2021 national champion. No, that's football. Basketball.
But it's a great podcast, and that's all we Google.
Baylor.
Was it Baylor? Nice.
Yeah,
Good
they
for you.
beat Gonzaga.
Maybe I did.
Oh, what? See, I just knew it was Gonzaga.
The team you're thinking of that made a run was UCLA. Number 11 UCLA made it against Gonzaga.
Yeah, they blew up a whole lot of brackets on the way.
Yeah.
Way to go, UCLA.
I love that. What's his face? Is it $1 million? Is what's his face giveaway? Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. Yeah, if you get a perfect bracket,
He'll give you $1 million, or is it $1 billion?
You have to do it like at his contest or what?
Yeah, he sets up like a bracket, like somewhere. It's not Yahoo, but it's like somewhere.
I mean, the odds are astronomical for you to do that, right?
Oh, no one's ever done it.
Listen,
There's never been a perfect bracket.
They got to be astronomical.
He still gets the insurance because he's so conservative. But there's no one's ever.
I bet you no one's even come close.
What's up?
I bet you no one's ever even come close.
No, I think on that one it was pretty close. I think he got to the Sweet 16.
Did a 16 seed win last year?
No, that was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
When Pierre had Virginia as his national champion and got booted in the first round.
They pooped themselves in the first round.
Pierre's just like, and somehow I don't think Peter ended up being the last place team. I think Pepsi was.
I think it was either because Pepsi the one year we had like Loyola going the whole way almost.
Oh yeah, I think that may have been the year that Loyola.
This is another one that they love is when you talk about your bracket.
Sister Jean,
baby.
I'm
hoping that Loyola makes this year, so we get.
They're not a bad team, but I don't think
they're going to make it either.
Sister Jean will will them in, Peter, just for you.
If they win the Missouri Valley Conference, that lady's got to be. I think she's like 102 or 103. Oh man!
Wait! I thought they weren't going to be allowed in their tournament.
Against
the Loyola because they're moving.
I think they're still allowed in there.
Where are they moving to?
Another conference. I don't think so. I think they were told they were not going to be allowed to play in the tournament.
They were the 4th seed in their thing. At least that's what I heard last on the radio.
I remember them talking on the radio, like the head coach coming on, and they were just talking. And if you're not from Chicago, you probably have zero care for Loyola basketball, but it was.
Or if you're from Chicago, you also have
you probably don't either. Because I mean, so today in Chicago was 70 degrees.
They beat. Today they beat number 1 Northern Iowa in the tournament. 66-43.
Okay, so then they were allowed. I think they were not going to be allowed to be in that tournament. They must have gotten.
Sister Jean must have worked her magic and got them in there.
Something, or I think.
You know where they're leaving to go to?
The
A10.
Oh yeah,
the Atlantic 10.
Yes, but they were not supposed to be allowed to be in there. The Atlantic 10, yeah.
The Atlantic 10.
It's like the ball decided to go to Big Ten when they were too big of a fish in the pool that they're now they're just getting.
I think like University of Massachusetts or UMass, University of Massachusetts is the only team I could tell you that's in the Atlantic 10.
Nice.
Chicago
is very close to that Atlantic Ocean, so it's nice.
Yeah, but so
because DePaul really is really close to the East Coast there too.
DePaul will be the doormat at whatever division they're in. All right, let's be honest here.
Back to the beautiful weather in Chicago today. It was 7 degrees. We didn't get to enjoy it as much.
I mean, the 30 seconds I was outside today, it was beautiful.
Somebody got to go to the post office with the windows down. While
took 2.5 hours.
The rest of us were working, not really working because
No, we worked. We just didn't count.
But so this is the one reason I do love being in a cold weather city. Is because these.
Oh, you appreciate.
Holy moly!
I would love to revisit this conversation 1 week from now when it's going to be all 40s and 29 degrees next Saturday.
Oh, but hey, listen, I'm moving. As soon once I'm getting close to retirement, I'm out of this state. There's no reason to shovel snow ever again. I absolutely hate shoveling snow.
It's a great workout.
No, most people die shoveling snow in the city, probably.
Well, either way you win, right?
What, you win? I don't know what you win, but I kind of like living.
You get out early, baby.
Oh,
get it over.
Brother.
Nobody wants those crummy years at the end anyways, right?
So this week was kind of tough. Last week was a blast. So we had a little bit of a quicker podcast because of our plans at WhirlyBall. I absolutely sucked at WhirlyBall.
Yeah, you had a breakaway at the end there to tie that game, and you really blew it for us.
We went to the hang-uppy for the last time until probably May.
Forever.
Me and Chris had the nice, diving in and kicking back out going.
I mean, we all had them. The game plan was the same for everybody. It was. I just got
stuck. My game plan for
But Chris not going to hit the middle.
I just got stuck with Sexy Pepsi too often. And he did not like to come play defense.
No, my first game was my strategy was Pepsi strategy.
No, that's not true.
Just ram into anybody and everybody.
Pepsi can play defense. Pepsi just had very not so great coordination with the ball in his hand.
No, but there are a lot of times where Pepsi just sat at the top and was. So if you've never played WhirlyBall, it's pretty much basketball.
They say it's hockey, lacrosse, basketball,
Okay.
And bumper cars, but I think it's more like hockey and lacrosse. And
Yes,
bumper cars.
and bumper
I don't
cars.
see
Yeah.
the basketball portion of it at all.
Yeah.
Besides the backboard.
Yeah.
But they don't give you any. They don't give you anything for that. So.
Well, evidently the lady's the one who pings her score anyway.
Yeah, she was not paying very close attention. My favorite part of that was where Joe got the scoreboard to go off, and Joe's just going back after the ball, screaming at this lady. Like, Joe, calm down, man.
I mean, I hit it like 3 or 4 times too, and it didn't go off either.
No, his were actually, like, he hit it though and went off.
Dude, I thought it. That's crazy because I thought that it was just depending on how hard you hit it. Because how could she hit the? How could she see the one that was nearest to her?
I don't know.
I don't think it was
she got a
gonna-
camera.
Yeah.
She literally would just, I think she was going off of, if it was close enough, she was giving you the points because I literally saw her like sitting there, like there's like controls and everything that she's pressing.
Maybe she's a bartender at a bar, Peter. She saw your face and like, not that team.
Oh, bet that's nothing to go, is it, bud? No, but it was a good time. Had a blast there. Then we went to Bubs, or no, we went to Old Crow. Listened to a little bit of the worst live music I've ever heard at Old Crow.
They were a bad band.
Very bad band. I mean, listen, I can't.
And as we got drunker, they didn't get any better.
No,
Shit happened, so that's the problem.
Yeah, and then we went and then we went to the Hang Up Eat early and stayed late.
You stayed late.
stayed
I got
late.
out.
Chris McGraw pulled me out at a good time.
I pulled myself out at like 2 o'clock, and that was it.
It's probably a good move. I was not ready. Oh, and then
No, none of you guys were like everybody was like having a good time, but like you could tell like you and Joe were definitely in it, and Brian had just like gotten out, so like he was like,
well, Joe didn't have anything to do the next day, so
yeah,
right, Joe. Joe's still
Joe,
recovering.
yeah.
Joe's still recovering.
Yeah, he's still recovering. Franklin came out and he was, you know what's crazy? He got up the next day and he went to a brunch. He was up at like 11 going to a brunch. I barely got up at 10:30.
But did he start drinking beforehand?
He drank at a wedding that night on Saturday. That's why he was there so late.
wow.
Yeah.
You know what he does? Like he's by himself. He's doing shots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he's
he's
diabetic, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got to go very careful with what he drinks.
He's on a beer. Yeah, but I mean, if you certain alcohols don't have as much sugar and stuff in them, so it's got his.
Shot wise, yeah, I guess so.
Like, you do like vodka probably, right? Or he does tequila, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really sure how tequila affects diabetes. I'm not gonna lie.
No, and I'm just thinking hangover wise, you're right. I was not hungover. I was
Hangover
tired.
wise, I would die. Yeah, I would be killed. I would have not made it out of bed if I drank how Franklin drinks. No way.
No. I don't remember the last time I've done a shot night. I don't want to.
I don't think I've ever done a shot night like where I just drink shots. I don't think it's ever happened.
That was back in the day. That was my thing. It was like we'd get to a night and it would be like, all right, I'm not that or not that. Where were we at?
12:34.
Oh, I got a little bit of time. I'm not that messed up, and I would just be like, Chris, let's go get a bottle of Smirnoff. And then, but the hangovers. Smirnoff is the worst hangovers. You know, Smirnoff is because of the Russia-Ukraine stuff that we will not get into because I don't want to talk. I just
We got into it last week already.
But also there's a lot of things going on. It's just miserable to see. There is one thing I did see that I thought was kind of crazy. But Smirnoff is a Russian vodka, and people are like protesting or like
Benny stopped selling, I believe, Russian-made vodkas.
Yeah. Okay, so here's kind of the thing. So that's I think is kind of a good topic. What do you? Because me and Chris had this conversation. There's some stuff with like the NHL's not letting Russian players into.
FIFA has banned the Russian teams in the video game. I thought that was going to get Putin going. I thought that was going to get him. I thought he's like, pull him back.
But you're really hurting a lot of. And like Boeing stopped one of their like.
I think it's more of a PR move, honestly, for the companies like that, because that's not no effect on the
Yeah.
on the actual.
The
Who's not like the
because he's never cared about his people, so it's only hurting the Russian people.
Yeah,
but does that put pressure on? That's still.
Yeah, I think was they're protesting in Russia.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to create. I think part of it is they're trying to create unrest within the country, so he has to like I don't know. He's got to scale back and deal with that.
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't know. It's who knows.
Yeah, but the
banking stuff does hurt them though quite a bit. It hurts the rich in that country quite a bit.
Yes. Yeah. The
U.S. are going after. I saw the U.S. are going after people's yachts in this docked here in the U.S. if you're Russian.
Hot damn.
They were trying to go after people's cat, but nobody like in Russia you're not allowed to have money. Like if you're in the government in Russia, you're not allowed to have foreign bank accounts. So like Putin wouldn't have any of his money here at all.
Yeah, he's got it somewhere else for sure.
Yeah.
He's got some shell company somewhere that's got money. I would guarantee it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But so Smirnoff is manufactured. A lot of the Smirnoff that we get here is manufactured here or like distilled here, and it just hurts the American companies or like the American people.
Well, vodka, you think when you think vodka, you think Russian. right?
Yeah.
Like that's the first thing you think of, regardless of I mean,
I'll
everybody knows Tito's is here, but like other than that,
I think most people drink Tito's.
Yeah, anything other than that you think it's a foreign country, even if it's like I think one of the other ones like
Svedka, it's like Sweden.
Yeah, there was one that's made here in the U.S. that sounds Russian. I forget what. I think it might be the other one he's talking about.
Smirnoff is, but it's a Russian vodka, but it is distilled here.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like they're probably all owned by like the one company in Germany, anyways. Wherever that company is.
I mean, if they wanted to, they could boycott Skull too. I mean, nobody really wants that. So.
That was back in the day. I'll never forget.
Can we throw Jaeger on the list? That's kind of Russian, right? It sounds Russian.
Yeah. Pat was a gentleman last week and took me aside and said, "All right, let's get my last shot out of the way." And we went and got a...
I've never seen anybody had a mix of SoCo and lime like that before. Like mixing it like a hot cocktail.
SoCo lime.
There are not a lot of good options at Old Crow.
Oh, there isn't.
There's no rum chata. And there's no Fireball.
Yeah, they have their own version of
Fireball. Yeah, well, nobody likes that.
Yeah. No, yeah, but
I'm not doing Jack Daniels something or other.
Jack Daniels fire.
There's no.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
There's no fucking chance with this second Jaeger bomb.
Oh, where are we at?
I saw. We're past 15 minutes.
Well, I was gonna
say. What about JMO? Would they have JMO?
I'm not doing a fucking Jameson shot either.
Fuck JMO.
Well, I know you wouldn't. Pat could see a little.
I saw a fucking advertisement, super smooth. Like fuck you, it's not super smooth.
I would have thought about that. If that would have been like a last ditch option, yeah. But
considering how many JMO shots me and you used to force each other to take.
I thought what could be the easiest shot to take to get this over with. And my brain went to SoCo and lime. I don't know. I've never seen it not pre-mixed.
You should have done an old bomb or something.
I've never seen it not pre-mixed.
But it was phenomenal. It got me going. Like I went from I was chilling.
You were already going.
No, and I felt great.
You're already out there.
Isn't that a creamer? It's a creamer thing, right?
Shut up for a second. Let the adults talk. You were already
Adult?
Yeah.
Whoa! Bring it back, Sally Mae.
The guy's trying to be like, I wasn't feeling it yet. We're ordering Jaeger bombs at WhirlyBall.
It was because I wanted a Jaeger bomb.
And then you were trying to be like, hey, let's do Power Hour to get rid of these beers. What?
Oh yeah, you guys are just downing those beers.
I was having a good time. It was
You just proved my argument about how that's.
Listen, I'm a professional. You talking? We're only 2 hours in. Let's relax over there, okay, champ? No. I'm the one with the 9.9 right now. All right. You couldn't step up.
9.9.
Damn it! So quickly back to the Russia thing. Unfortunately, some of the Russia stuff is they're going after citizens or like civilians.
They lost some kids. I saw.
Yeah, it's bad. But I did see one thing that I thought it's just an absolute miracle was a tank, and this is how absolute garbage Russia. Like this is why people hate the Russians. They had a tank and a guy just driving down the highway trying to get away, and the tank at the last second moved over and ran over the car. And people saw this and rushed to save him, and they got him out, and he was unharmed.
Wow,
that's crazy.
But also, fuck
you, Russia!
Yeah, fuck you, civilians, asshole. They did a ceasefire. This is how shitty Russia is. They did a ceasefire, and as soon as for safe passage, as soon as they started moving the people to safe passage,
open fire.
Yeah, I saw that too.
What the fuck? And it's like Ukraine really well. There's been a lot of good arguments both ways, but the Ukraine's asking NATO to do the no-fly zone, and it's like you said, the no-fly zone, World War III is going to happen. So it's like there's nothing we can do. Like Ukraine's going to fall. The problem is, it looks like Russia literally wants to like burn Ukraine down and just start over. Like, nah, fuck you guys. We'll build our own city here. Your city's done.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all resolves. But I mean, like, they're not gonna. The sanctions are gonna hurt them.
Yeah,
sure.
that honestly could like collapse that economy, and then we start over.
The ruble, like, they had to shut down their stock exchange.
Yeah, for 2 days.
Yeah, and then the ruble, because they're running the banks in Russia.
Yep.
Because the ruble dropped like 30% overnight.
Nice.
Yeah. Once they got hooked up to SWIFT, it dropped like 30%.
Oh yeah.
Was it worse than the yen?
Was
it worse than the yen?
No, they.
So the yen, I could still get like $1,100 yen for $1.
Oh yeah.
How many rubles can I get for $1?
I never understood why the Japanese yen is so shit.
Oh, they undervalue it so bad.
Yeah, they do it on purpose.
Yeah, they do
to
it
make things cheaper for themselves. Yeah.
It just seems crazy. Be like, how much was that piece of gum? 100,000 yen.
Yeah.
Like, that just seems crazy.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous.
How much?
How much then dollars?
How about listen, grind my gears. Gas right now. Sweet
for you
baby.
guys, yeah, I get that because I don't.
Ridiculous. You know what's killing me? Okay, this is, and we're gonna go into a conspiracy corner. Friday, I'm driving around in the western suburbs of Chicago.
The western suburbs of Chicago.
And I come from Chicago to the western suburbs. In Chicago, gas prices $4.19.
$4.19, Pat Lynch.
Aurora, guess what the gas prices are?
$4.29.
I'm gonna go $3.85.
No, it's
$4.19.
Yeah.
West Chicago, guess what the gas prices are?
$4.29.
$4.19.
$4.19. Batavia, Illinois, what's the gas price?
I'm gonna go $4.19.
$4.29 again.
$4.19. How the fuck is gas $4.19 everywhere I go? You gotta be fucking me. First of all,
they get the gas after they see what everyone else is charging.
Yeah,
They're like, why lower the prices?
This is bullshit.
You should, it was $4.19 yesterday. We got gas this morning. It was $4.30. It went up 20 cents.
I couldn't believe the
How?
I got gas by your uncle's last weekend.
Yeah.
And I got here and it was like 5 cents cheaper. I'm like, 5 cents only? 5 damn cents? Usually I get a good solid 20 cents difference.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
I couldn't believe when I filled up the Mercury yesterday for $4.19. We stopped at a gas station at 8. It was 20 cents higher. How? What
happened last night?
Yeah. I mean, last weekend I had a quarter of a tank and I put 45 in it. It still didn't click. I'm like, I can't do more than 45.
I'm not. I won't. I will not do it.
We spent $123 on both cars in the last.
Yeah, I mean, I went and got groceries the other day. We didn't buy anything normal. It was like double what I normally pay. Like, look at the receipt. Like, did we get charged or something that I didn't buy on this thing?
Well, there's grind your gears, boys. I got
fucking Obama.
Come on, Obama.
With inflation.
And then Joe Biden couldn't look any dumber in his speech. Like I lean more Democrat, but God, does he look stupid? Like he just can't talk.
I didn't watch it actually.
He's mixing things up. Kamala Harris is screaming, Ukraine, Ukraine, because he's talking about
we're gonna protect Georgia, the state. Why are we picking the state of Georgia? No, it's not that. But yeah, just let them go.
Yeah, exactly. And I hope this brings us together because Russia and China and all that stuff could be.
It won't.
They won't. Because there's too much media's mixing us shenanigans up. Whatever. We're not gonna get
Leslie Graham said today that someone should just kill Putin in Russia.
Who's Leslie Graham?
He's the North or South Carolina senator.
Lindsey Graham.
What did I say?
Wesley, I think.
I thought I said Lindsey, but
I was thinking the guy. I'm thinking the guy from what's the the old TV show that used to come over Frasier. Is it
Kelsey Grammer?
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that right away. But yeah, that's not good. That's probably not something.
Pat Robinson's 91-year-old ass was on like some TV program this week saying that this is like the end of the world. Putin's gonna bring the end of the world on. He's been talked to by God or something. I'm like, this old crazy man is 91. Someone needs to get him off TV.
Trying to pray the rosary on TV. No, we're not doing that, dog.
No, it was kind of scary. They're talking like Putin, as the last resort, will not lose. He'll just start throwing nukes around.
Well, they're not going to lose the war. I mean, they're it's 9-1 soldier wise. He doesn't care about his people. He'll just keep throwing them out there.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing in Russia. You're right. Like that's why Germany really couldn't do anything.
Yeah, Stalin put everybody in. It's like kill them.
And there's no retreating.
Go ahead, you kill 1 million of them. I'll find 1 million more somewhere.
Mm-hmm. But all right,
I have no problem burning down my country.
Yeah,
they did that too.
Let's go to a little bit of a funner topic. I heard this on the radio. I was driving down to Lawrence on Friday.
Are we talking about the Pope?
Oh no, we can go into that later. But no, that's a good one too because that's
hilarious.
This one's actually a Would You Rather. Would You Rather segment on the Saturday Night Pregame podcast.
God, that was awful.
Come on, that was beautiful. Copyright.
You sound like someone.
Trademark.
Nuts.
What?
His voice went up like a weird octave.
Is that something that you need to talk to us about?
No.
Is something you into? It's okay if you are.
The Pat Lynch
corner. This is the secret corner. Secret time.
Secret time of Pat Lynch corner.
Would you rather, on the Saturday Night Pregame podcast, would you rather be smart and sad or happy and dumb?
Chris is already smart and sad.
Yeah, so yeah.
well, something.
What was the other option? Happy and dumb?
Happy and dumb. That seemed fake, by the way. That kind of feel like you're forcing it a little bit? Can you give yourself some heartburn?
No.
Okay.
I never get heartburn.
That's good. You should be proud of that.
I think I'd rather be dumb and happy because then you're living in ignorant bliss.
Bliss. You are probably happy and dumb. God, Chris. Okay, and then we'll go over the.
That's uncalled for.
I apologize.
Yeah, I like to be dumb and happy.
It wasn't dumb and mean.
I would rather be smart and sad. I think. I'd rather be. Because my biggest fear in the world is to be just be financially safe. And I feel like if you're smart, you're going to be...
Yeah, but you could be dumb and still make a lot of money.
Nah, I guess. I don't know. Because I guess, I mean, I am pretty dumb, so... And I would say I'm happy.
No,
so,
you're sad.
Man, I'm a pretty happy guy.
Yeah.
You two are definitely smart and sad.
Yeah.
You know what? Looking at you two... Yeah, never mind. I want to be dumb and happy. I don't want to be you two fucks at all.
You talk to Peter McGraw on a Monday morning when the market's gone the wrong direction, right? We'll see who's happy then.
Yeah, it's not good. Well, sometimes we're not going to be... Now, listen, we're not talking 24/7, son. Okay, that's the 9.9. I can't do two of those. That hurt. I will step up to the 6.8 in the hazy beer hug.
Okay.
What would you like, friend? You want to try?
nothing.
You want to step up one more?
No.
Or do you want to go downstairs and get yourself a Coors
I
Light?
may get a Coors Light. May.
Listen, it's Saturday night. Pat Lynch said it perfectly. You have to have a little fun. You have to have something to look forward to in the world.
Why are you trying to peer pressure me into stuff?
I don't remember saying that, but it sounds like a good thing to say.
You said it today. You're like, we were talking about, like, when we were talking about, because I started looking at jobs.
Okay, that's the perfect time to go get that Coors Light.
Give me one too, yeah.
Pierce on his tirade again.
No, not on a tirade.
He's on his
Pat had a good conversation.
He's on his Pierce grind my gears again.
No, I went to Pat and was talking to Pat about job, like.
Oh, yeah, I
jobs.
remember talking about that.
Yeah, and you're like, well, you gotta be happy. You gotta have something to look forward. You can't have a little bit of time.
You gotta have a little work-life balance.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, because we have a lot of that.
I love the balance I have.
Feel me up.
I'm not feeling you
Come
up.
on,
Makes
so,
great radio here.
Shut up, Pat Lynch.
what are you talking about? We're mixing it up. So I'm working on the new setup because I think we should start. Well, Chris looked at his first apartment.
Thank you.
Man's getting out of the Paris basement.
I'm finally growing up.
And I'm thinking about maybe we set up the studio at Chris's, maybe. But I want to get the camera system going. This is on air pregame or podcast talk. But I already got I'm gonna get the 4 mics and the new, so that we're actually all talking to mics.
Pat Lynch is already gay right now, so people can finally hear him.
But then I was thinking we set up the
Viewership,
cameras.
the listening ship is going through the roof, guys.
Yeah, buddy. But so I was kind of thinking about that, and I think it'll be good. And then with Joe out, we now we have 3. We just need 3 mics now because we'll never see Joe again. Oh, poor Joe. He's got the married life these days.
I guess.
You know what? I was thinking one of our friends might be married and divorced before I even get married.
Yeah, bring that up. We'll talk about that.
That's off the podcast, but just think about a few of your friends who've been married for a while, and think about they could be married and divorced before you. Like, how crazy of a thought is that? I'm just saying, like that's. But I think it's crazy because we haven't even gotten to the married group phase of friendships. Like we've had buddies like John Jacob has gone to weddings like every weekend for like 2 years.
Well, that's just like your friends. That's the friends group you have. Like some people get married quicker than
That's
others.
what I'm saying. But then look, I remember my professor when I went to manager school in tech school, and he told me the life stages. You go from college where it's all a party. You get out of college, and you got friends that get married, and you got friends who party still. And then those groups, so then that group, the group that got married, goes through the divorce. So you have the married, partiers, divorce. And then the people who have been partying get married. So you got the people who got divorced, the people who were just partying get married, other people get divorced. And then when you get into your 40s, so like your 20s are a mix of partying, weddings, whatever. Your 30s are kids, up until your mid to late 30s. Then there's the divorces, and then your 40s are marries again, or like people do like weddings again. And I was just like, that's kind of an insane thought.
I'm never going over for 2. No chance.
I don't know. You think that you just never know. I mean, I think you gotta.
No, I'm pretty sure of that.
I think you gotta be open to the thoughts.
Nah.
Life, you never know what's gonna bring you in life, Pat.
A half of a half. Fuck all.
Yeah, but then you just get good prenups, no?
Yeah, but I don't want to lose. I don't want to risk it twice.
But again, I mean, hopefully you have a better lawyer than she does.
I think you go one try, and that's all.
You're only giving it the one try.
What about that commercial? Like Big Lou, you know, he's
only on number 2,
Yeah.
which implies he's willing to go 3.
That's what
a
I'm
poor
saying.
choice. It's a poor choice.
You gotta go number 3.
Dave Collins is not writing those commercials.
Listen, 3rd time's a charm for a reason, Pat. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Some people just aren't meant to be married.
You're one of them, probably.
Going into marriage, Chris and the Pope had a conversation.
We did.
And the Pope told him something.
the Pope spoke to you.
Wait, hold on. I want to bring into the hazy beer hug. This is another one that I thought was very nice. Yeah.
So me and the Pope, we had a long conversation on.
Is the Pope like a code word for something?
No. It's the actual Pope. The guy who lives
listen, just let the man tell his story.
The Pope, me and the Pope, we have a thing going. Like he calls me, he asks for advice, or he's like, he bought off ideas. He's like, Chris, baby, I need to talk to you about this idea I got.
What do you think about?
Is he an S&P peer?
Yes, he is.
Come on, he's which we'll get into with UFC tonight.
Yes. So we're sitting there. He's like, Chris, baby, I want to bounce this idea off you. He's like, I think people and Catholics should start having more kids and stop getting less pets. What do you think, baby? It's like, Popey, baby, I don't know about that. I don't think
people really like their dogs.
People like their dogs and their cats, man. I don't know. I think you're going to alienate a lot of people. He's like, come on, Chris, baby. More kids, less pets. And he's like, I got an even better idea. Dads only get 3 days of paternity leave. And you know what? I'm like, wait, 3 days? Is that like a good thing? He's like, well, the normal going rate in the Vatican City is 10. Wait, so you're going to take down 7 days, and you want people to have more kids? What the hell is wrong with you?
Who would get a paternity leave, though? Because they're all priests and not going to have kids anyways.
No, so in the Vatican, there's a lot of people who work. So this is what the Pope, like the legitimate, we just heard this on the radio. Mm-hmm. This is how unfortunately dumb the Catholic Church is. They want people to have, they think people are using pets
as kids.
So they want people to stop having so many pets, and they want you to have more kids. Mm-hmm. But then the Vatican reversed the policy and now only gives men paternity leave for 3 days. When in Italy,
do women get no paternity leave then?
No, they get. Well, I don't know what the hell it is.
Who knows? But men in Italy, they usually get 15 days.
I think they just added people. I think they just added time at our work. It was like 10 days. Like when do we get now?
I was at the doctor's office and on the board, the one lady's got like 3 months.
They extended our women's one, the way before.
How long does the woman get?
I think it used to be like 6 weeks.
I thought it was 6 weeks.
I think it's 6 weeks, and it's longer if you get a C-section. But I think like now that company's extended those deadlines as well, or not deadlines, but like those time frames.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they told me at their place of work that the guy, like this one guy had, like his wife was having twins, and he had to take all his vacation time for paternity.
See, it's interesting because
he couldn't get paternity.
I have a limited vacation at my work. I wonder if I could just can I just take like a month? I know I can't take like a month off because I know I can't, but it just interesting to say when you have unlimited time, there's no tracking and stuff like that, so it's kind of weird.
I get comp time.
So this week, unfortunately, I had to go to a funeral mass, and at the funeral mass that I was at,
they talked about the Pope and his new plan.
Yes,
for kids.
And I don't know if he's maybe kind of spread the word a little bit, but let me tell you what: if you're Catholic, people are taking that to heart, Pat. I'm not even kidding you. Most of the women I saw at this funeral had 4 to 5 children. That's an insane. For me, in my thoughts, that's an insane amount of kids.
Yeah, the weirdest wake experience I ever had was going to Dave Ortiz's mom's funeral or wake, and I guess like one of his sisters is like part of this Christian. Like Dave's a Catholic, was raised Catholic, and his mom was raised Catholic, but the sister is part of this like weird Christian sect or something. Probably, yeah. And this guy, like you like they always I got there too late, and I was like stuck for like when they start talking of the priest usually gives like a blessing or whatever. So I figured like a Catholic thing, you do your spiel and about, right? This dude got up there and was like, fire, brimstone, and hell. Like, all of you were sinners. You're going to hell. And he was like a diatribe for like, it was a good like 30 minutes. I'm talking to my dad. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? And I talked to him, like, I pull everyone after him, like, Dave, I'm like, what the fuck was that? He's like, sometimes you just, I didn't think of it. He's like, yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that bad. But he's like, she was really insistent on this guy. And I'm like, that was nuts, Dave. That's fucking nuts.
Oh, brother. Yeah, no, I was
like, I've never heard it wasn't. He didn't talk 1 minute about the woman that passed away.
Oh.
Not a single minute. It was just like fire and brimstone. Repent your sins. You're going to hell. I mean, he stopped short of saying with her. That was like a word away from what he was throwing out there.
I haven't been in church in a while. A lot of things. I'm still. You know what? You cannot give me 20 years of how the church goes
And then decide to change the saying by like one word.
And then I'd throw a bulletin out to the buddy. Like, throw me an email. I'd be like, hey, you used to come to church once in a while. Here's like everything that's changed. Then I would know. I go in there and I'm like, I can't say anything. I don't know anything.
Doesn't matter. I always like instantly I get to church. My brain just wanders to like things, to like anything and everything else. Like I get thoughts pop in there that I'm like, where did that come from?
That's yeah, right.
Yeah.
I used to because we're all good Catholic boys.
I'm like George Costanza trying to put together how the Cubs going to win a World Series this year.
I'm playing Tetris in my head most of the time.
I used to look at
and killing it, right?
We're
killing it.
No, I'm not. Sometimes no.
We did at the church that I would go to. They had like marble, and it had like white, like it was like a brown white spotted marble, and I used to connect them to make pictures.
I used to think of the one I even said. It was like they were rafters. Like, could I throw a football across the entire thing without hitting one of these rafters? Could I get the arc? And the arc of it to get
Got that touch just right.
I was trying to think, but it's okay. So do we want to jump into wait. There was one more thing I need to look at my phone for that I had for the podcast. But did we want to? Yeah, it's right there if you want to grab it. Do we want to jump into the UFC fight? I don't know if we have any really predictions, but we do have the Joe C. Lock of the Week of the Central.
Of the Central
from Joe, who
Central Division.
Joe's still a little. He's recovering.
Oh, I got one. I got something. We'll play a little game about the old NFL division. This will get you guys really good. This may grind Pat Lynch's gears a little bit. I had a good one.
Did you know Friday was Chicago's birthday? That's the thing.
Nope, did not know that.
Guess what? How old the city is?
118 million years old.
15 million years old.
Yeah. Niner.
Yes.
Niner.
163 years.
It's pretty close, Pat. You were 22 years off.
I was thinking it was around
185.
I was thinking around 1870-ish.
Okay, so what are some things that you consider, like, if you're like known to be Chicago, it makes you when you think of Chicago, these are the things you think of.
I think
hot dogs.
I think of the
Italian biffs,
the park on the lake,
Sears Tower.
Wait, the park on the lake?
Like I mean, for me, like living here, I think of. It's very rare you go to a city and you have like a body of water and you have the parkland right there. That's a very unique thing in the city.
Like Lincoln Park?
All of the park, the whole way down. Like that's like the fact that there's no buildings up to the water. If you go to New York, there's buildings right. They build them right to the thing. Like that parkland being dedicated is a very Chicago thing.
Okay.
Lakeshore Drive is another thing.
Very Lakeshore. I think Dibs is a very Chicago thing.
Oh God.
The weather, where you can go from 70 degrees today and we're snowing on Monday. Deep dish pizza is super Chicago.
Yeah, but honestly, like the thing, that's more of like a touristy thing. I think
Malort.
I think people here think more of like the tavern style pizza. Like that's all like the.
What is tavern style pizza?
That's like the normal one. If you order La Villa or like like that's a tavern style pizza.
I like deep dish.
Yeah, I do too. But I'm saying like people like I think a lot of Chicagoans think equally of the tavern style. A lot of places do that.
No, I think Chicago's known for deep dish. I think New York's known for what do they call it?
The thin. It's New York style. It's thin.
New York style. I hate New York style. It's okay.
You like those thick things in your mouth.
Yes, I like a nice pie. I like a nice pie. What else? What else would you say Chicago? Oh, if you're not from Chicago, but you live in Illinois, you say you're from Chicago. So if you're in Naperville, which is 45 minutes outside of Chicago,
You're still from Chicago.
Unless you meet somebody who's from Chicago, and then you're like, no, you're an idiot, and you're not from Chicago.
The 1990 Bulls, the 85 Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Dicka.
16 Cubs.
No, we don't.
No, come on.
No,
that's Chicago.
We got you for another 20 years. And then,
okay, the Cubs in general are a Chicago.
Yes, very Chicago.
Field.
Sears Tower.
Sears Tower.
The Willis Tower.
No, it's Sears Tower.
I think it's not even the Willis Tower anymore. Oh, is it still?
Still the Willis Tower, yeah.
I thought they got out of there.
The shit smell, the Chicago River.
In the summer, yeah.
The Green River. I think that's probably it then, huh? Wait, no, let's try to think. Chicago hot dog or condiments, what you put on your hot dog. That's a big fight.
The rainbow cone.
Rainbow cone.
I mean, I like to give people, when I see people catch I give like a light hard time. Some people are way too serious about that. Eat your hot dog, you eat your hot dog.
The wiener circle with their chocolate shakes.
The attitude with it.
Yes, that's always nice. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? that makes Chicago Chicago. The bungalow. It's pretty good.
Bungalows,
What?
yeah.
The bungalows.
Yeah, you
the
don't
house
see that,
style.
you know.
I mean, the skyline is
Yeah, the architecture
phenomenal.
for sure.
Lake Michigan. I thought there was one more thing that I heard that I'm trying to think out loud that, like, what comes from Chicago that people know about. Like, when you think, I mean, Garrett's popcorn, but I don't know if you think about that.
The murder.
The murder.
The corruption.
The gun.
Corruption for sure, yeah.
Talking about corruption.
Mobsters are one that people think of. Like, they think that
What's his name? The idiot who got caught this week.
Mike Madigan.
we were in Tennessee the one time. The guys asked me, like, so is a mob, like, still, like, are they around? I'm like, no.
The Outfit. You know, I love listening to the Outfit. You know what's crazy? You know where the Outfit lived?
In Elmwood Park.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right next to where our property is.
Yeah.
Yeah. There used to be an Italian restaurant, and that was all mob ran.
Yep.
I always think like Joe Collado is a
Joe C.
but he's definitely not a mobster. Wait, what was the other thing you wanted to go into, Chris? What was the thing you were thinking?
Oh, the NFL stuff.
Yeah.
So I got on like some trip of watching like some old highlights of NFL games, and I got to Peyton Manning versus Dan Marino in 1999. So back before they decided to let the Texans in, they had different divisions, and somehow Tampa Bay was in
The Central Division.
The Central Division.
The Bears Division, yes.
So this one is going to blow your fucking mind. But can you name the teams in the NFC West in 1999?
Wait, NFC West?
In the NFC West.
The Seahawks.
The Seahawks were in the AFC.
Okay, so the
yes, they were. I remember
so
that.
the 49ers.
49ers is one.
It would have been the Cardinals.
Cardinals were not in the AFC or the NFC West.
Was it? What were the four divisions back then? Or three divisions?
There was only three divisions:
Okay.
the Central, the West, and the East.
Okay, so it would have been
Kansas City?
Kansas City's in the
they're in
AFC.
They were always in the AFC. Okay.
Yeah, it was in the AFC. Yeah, it would have been the 49ers are one.
49ers are one. I got that.
The Rams, no.
The Rams are in it. They were in St. Louis at the time, but
Yeah.
they were in it.
And then it would have been
It would have been somebody in Texas then, or
no.
uh,
They were always in the East because the Redskins and were the Washington team and Philly were always the rivals.
Minnesota.
Nope.
No, they were the Central or the North or whatever the hell it was called at the time. It would have been
Not Arizona, right? Or no,
you said no. Arizona was in the what was Arizona?
NFC East.
NFC East. Wow. So then somebody in the East, was it the Washington?
Huh?
Washington.
Washington was in the East.
Okay. Well then the Giants.
The Giants were in the East. They're always in the East. The Cowboys. It was the Cowboys. The Giants. That was always that.
Oh, so there's somebody in Florida.
The Buccaneers were in our division.
Was Miami?
No, Miami's in the AFC.
Carolina.
Carolina is another team that was in the NFC
Christ.
West.
Wow.
Okay, so there's four teams, obviously.
Nope, there's 5 teams. You got 3 of the 5.
I'll just give us.
What was the second one?
Pierre got the Rams.
Okay, and then it's what other teams would be in the West? It had to be an AFC team that switched later on.
Not the Texans.
No, the Texans weren't there.
Are the Houston or the Oilers?
No.
Okay.
It wasn't Dallas.
I'm trying to think. I don't know what. Baltimore, Cleveland, Pittsburgh.
No, those are all AFC teams only.
Yep. But the Bears were in the North.
It was
Not the Packers. Packers have always been with us. No. Well, I'm trying to think who else could.
I'm trying to think of other NFC teams. I can't believe that. I don't remember.
I'll give you the final 2.
Yep.
It was the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. How in the hell are those teams in the NFC West?
The most surprising
That was.
I don't remember the Seahawks being in the AFC.
Yeah. Oh, I remember them being in the AFC, but like I could not believe when I looked that up to see. Like I was like, okay, I saw like the highlights, and then they did another game with Dan Marino versus Peyton Manning. I'm like, were they in the same division?
I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense because if the Buccaneers are in the Central, then that's got to be the West, right?
But like the East only had 4 teams. They literally had like you would think that like
I mean, you're crossing 3 time zones to go either way.
Yeah, and you're playing like majority of your games. So like the 49ers are the team that gets screwed the most because they're having to go to Atlanta, Carolina,
But
New
when
Orleans.
they're home, those teams got to go the other way.
Yeah, exactly. But they only got like 1 game there, so they're pretty much going cross country if they're not playing Arizona.
Yeah, they did a good job realigning those. Mm-hmm. They did. Well, they make much more sense now.
Yeah. Oh, it was like I could not believe when I saw that.
I mean, that was like the Blackhawks are the team that kind of can swing both ways too because they got to get screwed being the way the NHL set up.
Yeah. That is. I mean, what about? Do you guys think about the MLB lockout? I think the MLB.
I think baseball is already declining popularly. I don't think that's going to help them at all.
It's not going to help them, but
I think teams like the Cubs are going to be fine because they're an attraction and people like the Cubs. I think if you have a low fan base, like who cares? Like right? Like
I feel like.
I mean, like, who's going to go back to the team? I guess if you don't have a team that can win.
Yeah.
Like I mean, is Tampa Bay doesn't get to draw anybody anywhere. I think is anybody really going to care if they're come back? Like
I get both arguments. The owners need to make money because they lost the year, but I also think the play and I give condolences to congratulations to the players because they're when you actually hear some of the things like you either get into the draft right out of and you go single A, double A, and you make no money.
No, absolutely, yeah.
And then you get to the MLB, but then you're stuck. It
depends where you get drafted. I mean, if you're drafted the first few rounds, you get a high signing bonus.
Yeah,
like I think the Cubs guy got like $8 million last year, and you don't know if he'll ever pitch a single inning in the MLB.
See, I didn't hear that.
Like if you're picked like later, you make nothing.
And then if you develop, and then you're into your 30s before you can get your first big contract.
Yeah. I mean, it depends when you get called up, and they do service manipulation and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah. So I think
bounce that out and everything.
I think there's good arguments on both sides.
I think Hayward and the Cubs said it best is like the owners know how many games they need to make money.
Yeah.
And so like in April, like we talked about it too. We have Cubs tickets in April, and it's like, well, those are shit games to sell anyways, right? At least we get refunded for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. So, yeah, it's silliness, but I think that you don't want to go too long. I don't think there's the other thing I like. What I was hearing was that they were trying to figure out how to not speed up the game, but at least make it more interesting, because there's too many.
Well, it's home run, walk.
Strike. Yes, that's it. 3 things.
There's very few balls put in contact anymore.
So
it can be a very boring thing to watch.
That's what I'm saying.
They also try to eliminate some of the pitcher specialization on the bullpen because you'd have you're doing 9 pitching changes in 2 innings. In the game, I mean, these games drag on. Like you don't want to be at the game. It should be like a tight 3 hours. It should be around 3 hours. You don't want it to be like a 5-hour game for a 9-hour
like a
game.
football game.
Yeah, I mean every sporting event's around 3 hours.
It's like 2.5 hours.
Baseball as a wild card can be like all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, like I can understand, like if baseball were to go to like extra innings or like a football game goes to overtime, there's certain things like that where the game goes a little bit longer that you can't control. But
in a regular, I like the rule with the regular season, not in the postseason, but for baseball, regular season, extra innings, put the guy in second base. I like that. Let's get this over with.
Yeah, it's like what is it? It's like the NHL where they do 3-on-3. You get a lot of the games end before the shootout.
I mean, in the playoffs, different story. Yeah. Like, let's play it out and see what happens. But like, let's get this game over with.
I love to play baseball. I didn't even really. I mean, I like to go to the ball game. Baseball watching at a park is way better than on TV.
Yeah, baseball TV is not great.
No.
And it's just, I mean, if it's your team and they're good, then you'll watch it. But I've never watched a baseball game if it's not the Cubs.
Yeah, I've never
watched
the
World Series on. Like I don't care.
I don't even really watch the full 9 innings. Like
I'll put it on.
If we're watching at work, throw it on, whatever. This is background noise, but I won't watch it if it's.
I'll flip it around, but like I won't like continuously watch. I used to be able to watch like continuously, but now
it's probably one of the hardest games to watch on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's kind of like to me. It's like golf too. If it's not like Tiger. Like
I don't mind. Like, I can see what you're saying because like you could put it on the TV and it's kind of like background noise.
Yeah.
And like unless like it's like Sunday and there's like 2 guys really going after it, you're not too interested in it. Yeah. Like it's like a Saturday where it's like it's not been really decided yet. Yeah, you're just it's background noise.
When we were in the basement today, Gavin was telling me about this huge spider that's.
He was telling her, in Georgia that
it's not like poisonous, but it's just like it's like the size
of your hand.
Yeah,
right?
It's insane. This about the world's so global. It's just and poor Katrina over there would die if she ever saw this.
Katrina's never going to Georgia again.
Great thing about living in cold weather.
That's what I was thinking too. Like this is another thing. I want to move to the south, like warmer. But the problem is you get much weirder, more venomous, poisonous stuff. You get
all the more venomous, poisonous stuff. You got all those people that let their freaking snakes out. You got like these pythons that are just crawling in your house.
You got yellow and green beers.
Yeah, you got the yellow. You want the yeller?
Yeah, jeez, it's a little silly down there. We didn't really get much. I was thinking
The 312? 31-2?
You know what's crazy? I was watching I was looking at some news, and John Oliver did a little thing on. So he started doing a little thing on some of the crazy like laws that they're coming out with, and that we talked about last week. And it's just like, what are we doing? Like they were talking about the if you think your kid's gay. Or,
I still can't believe the
Don't
Florida
say
one.
gay one.
I can't believe that Florida one. I still can't believe it's a real thing.
Well, but the other thing is the transgender one. Like they think you're like there's like
child abuse.
Yeah, that's insane. Like how is that even? How is that? I mean I don't want to go back into that, but I just thought that was freaking.
It is. Yeah, it's
bonkers.
So UFC, we got.
I don't know who's on the card except for I know Dos Anjos was supposed to fight unless they found a replacement for him.
Yeah, Dos Anjos is on the card. He was supposed. They were trying to get that like.
This guy got COVID that he was supposed to fight.
They were trying to get the what's his face. All I can imagine like the guy similar to like fighting like is Khabib. The guy that they wanted him to fight, and then they were like, he said no, and he's like, okay, great.
I wonder if that guy can even get. If he's in Russia, I wonder if he can even get anywhere.
I was thinking, yeah, that's a good thing, or like a kind of a crazy thing. I was thinking, because I watched a lot of like pre hype for the this fight with Kobe Covington and Masvidal, and they were best friends.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Yeah,
they're trading partners.
Yes, and you wonder is it kind of is it real or is it fake? Like
I think Kobe's whole persona is fake.
Yes, but I think everybody knows that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna know anybody in these.
So the guy who turned down the fight was Islam Makhachev.
Why did? Oh, you know who fights tonight? Greg Hardy.
Yeah, he's the first fight on the main card.
I'd like to see
he gets beat up.
Yep, I hope he gets knocked out. Kevin Holland and Alex Oliveira. I don't know who they are. Yeah, Edison Barbosa, and yeah, this is the only one. Really is. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Greg Hardy, and
I wouldn't mind seeing Greg Hardy get knocked out again.
We might not make it for that one.
I want to see someone Bob Sapp him, where he like taps 11 times and like,
he got knocked out last time. He got knocked out by
the Shoey guy.
Shoey guy. Yeah, that's always a fun.
We saw that Shoey guy fight a few times here in Chicago.
Yeah, he's got the best. He chooses the best songs to walk out to.
Yeah,
My Heart Will Go On.
He's got that ridiculous,
that insane snake tattoo. Yeah. But do you ever think like if he like got in a little bit more shape, would he be? I always think
he's climbing up the ranks to get a title shot here.
Yeah.
That division's always crazy, the heavyweight one.
Yeah, but do you think he's got any shot?
I mean, the guys on the top.
Well, he's going to have a shot.
Who's on top? Who's on top right now? I mean, Ngannou's hurt.
Yeah. Ngannou's hurt, and he's just weighing out his contract.
His ACL got messed up before the fight. Who knows what's going on with Stipe? Bones Jones is probably one arrest away from going to prison for life probably this point. And then Cyril Gane just lost to the other guy, and the Shoey guy just knocked out Lewis.
Yeah.
So he's got to be up there, right?
That's very true. I didn't think about that. That's a very good call.
The division's nuts.
We'll leave the lock of the week before we get off the podcast. But let's go into the two stories Pat Lynch sent us this week.
Oh, God.
What was the second one I saw? I know the first one was the Wisconsin lady.
The meth head.
What is going on in Wisconsin lately? Jeez. We have the psychopath.
Let's bring our Wisconsin expert over here.
Yeah, what's wrong with Wisconsin, Katrina? Your people, they're getting nuts.
Fucking balls nuts.
The kid Chandler Holmgren who chops up his mother and father because his house of cards was collapsing, and then we have a lady who, when you look at her, she don't look like a meth head.
She did not look like a meth. I was very surprised. Yeah. The photo surprised me. She did not look very methy.
I mean,
she didn't smile though, so maybe the teeth are messed up. You can't sell that, but.
I mean,
but she looked pretty healthy.
Yeah, minus the meth. I mean, I would have maybe found myself at a bar with her.
Maybe you go on dog collar action, see what's going on.
No fucking chance.
So this lady and this guy meet up. They do some meth. Decide
as one does.
Yeah, typical Wisconsin thing, I guess. Now,
way to get the party started.
Yeah, start to have a little fun. Both of them are into a little bit of a choke collar thing. She takes it to another level. We kills him. Decides that after he's dead, well, I might as well play with the body
for a few hours.
For a few hours. Then chops his body up. Gets tired. Gets a little lazy. As one does. Leaves the head in a bucket at the house. She gets arrested.
Someone owns this house. Like, this is a rental for sure.
Oh, 1,000%. And, oh my God.
That's a lot different than liquefied raccoon. Let me tell you what.
Good baby. Good Lord.
I hope that her police interview.
You're just chomping at the bit for this police interview.
I got it, guys.
It's gonna be 5 years. I know, because everything takes 10 years. They just showed this one. And
she confessed to it, so it might go a pretty quick trial.
You're right, because you know what? And Wisconsin's pretty quick because that Chandler, whatever, his was, he killed his parents in 2020. And it was all, like, I was watching the court case live. What was the other one, Chris? The Wisconsin one?
The Cain Velasquez was.
Cain Velasquez. How about, you talking about UFC, Cain Velasquez going after a child predator.
Yeah.
And decides, instead of, like,
it's like pulling the guy, like he ran the guy's truck, and it's like, okay, Cain, baby, you ran the guy's truck. Maybe you pull him out of the car and beat his ass. Nah, I'm just gonna shoot the car up.
It's a bold choice.
Yeah.
It's a bold choice.
It didn't work out for him.
He wasn't probably thinking this one through all the way, I'm guessing.
He's got head trauma, because how dumb can you have millions of dollars? There are things you can do that don't entail you chasing around.
I could see, like, I mean, maybe you lose your mind. He can beat the crap out of the guy. I'm sure he can probably beat the crap out of the majority of human beings on the planet.
Yeah. When you can beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar, there's not many people in this world who are gonna.
He manhandled Brock Lesnar.
Manhandle. Make Brock Lesnar think about his life twice.
He made him quit the sport, right?
Yeah.
That was the last.
No.
That was the other guy.
Alistair Overeem.
Then he wrote it up.
Who liver kicked him into the next.
Well, he kicked him in the stomach, and he had that stomach issue, so that pretty much ended his UFC.
Well, he came back for the Mark Hunt fight later.
Yeah, but he was roided up for that one. And
I'm pretty sure he was roided up his whole time, but that's another story.
It just didn't make any sense now. And it wasn't even. It was somebody he knew, but it wasn't even his. I don't think it was his child.
No, it was. It was like somebody that was related
to him.
It
was a family member or something.
Yeah. Wasn't his kid.
And he's just upset that LA allowed him to kind of get away with it.
Oh, he was out of jail. Yeah. He wasn't in jail. He was getting a monitor put on. And
it's a bold choice taking that just in your hands there.
Yes. And now you're going to go to jail for life, because I think he got charged with 14 things.
Yeah, he might not go for it. I mean, he might get life.
Charles Bronson would be very appreciative of him.
Who's Charles Bronson?
He's a famous prisoner. Guy was a split personality, right?
No, isn't Charles Bronson the guy who does the Death Wish movies? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I think you're.
I know his last name is Bronson.
I think maybe, but there's also like a
because they make fun of him, and he's the guy that they make fun of in The Simpsons, where he's like, Bronson, Missouri. You're looking for Branson, Missouri. Hey ma, how about some cookies? No dice. This ain't over. That's the guy I'm thinking of.
There's always I know what you're talking about. There's also a famous prisoner named Charles Bronson, I believe.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went all Charles Bronson like Death Wish and like.
I forget if it's Bronson. I think that name sounds right, Chris. You do sound right. I know you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Charles Bronson is the guy I'm thinking of. But yeah, like he's like the first Death Wish. Him, his wife, and his daughter get like raped and killed in front of him, in his apartment, and he goes out as a vigilante.
And the cops don't do anything, so he
he goes out and starts killing.
Sounds people. Like that one. The movie with. Crap, was it? No, it was. Jamie Foxx is the detective, and the guy from what's the movie where they kidnapped in Europe?
Taken.
Taken. Yes. I think it, no, or is it? It's a really good movie, but again, his wife is killed and raped and murdered in front of him.
With Jamie Foxx.
And Jamie Foxx is the detective. And this guy was put in jail, but he dug himself.
Oh, you're thinking of like Gerard Butler.
Yes, yeah.
With him and dude, yeah, him and the guy from 300, yeah.
Yep. And he dug his that was a pretty good movie, but that's pretty much the same. The guy who did it got away with it, and yeah. Oh, that brings it up. You know what movie you guys need to watch? Free Guy. Have you seen it, Pat?
No.
But my God,
it's Ryan Reynolds right now.
Yeah, and on HBO Max. Ryan Reynolds, phenomenal movie. I was dying. It was hilarious. Feel good movie. Something light. This world is crazy. We don't need any. We need some good stuff.
That's where he's like, it's like a video game type thing, where you can like never die or something.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yes. Well, he's a NPC, non-player character.
Non-playable character.
Yes. And they built this. I won't ruin it for you, but he's
in the metaverse.
Yes, he's in the metaverse, and it's really good. I mean, they don't need. I hate the sappy ending, but all throughout the movie, it's just hilarious.
I watched Road Trip the other day. Still solid.
Oh, would you kill a cheetah?
Oh my God! What'd you do? Kill a cheetah?
The movie's got some good. The movie's got some solid points.
Yeah, that's when Tom Green was like in his weird. He's always been weird, but that was a.
That movie has some good stuff.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I know, I neither. I was like, I'm gonna watch this.
Don't tell me my business, devil woman. Go make me some blueberry pancakes.
What do you want me to do? Cut it off?
Hey, man, I got the munchies like a motherfucker. And then that bitch makes some blueberry pancakes for us. What the fuck?
Oh, brother.
The guy from American Pie is really funny in the movie too. Stifler in that one.
Yeah. Oh.
You want 2 fingers? You better make it 3.
Oh, that's a great way to end this podcast. Oh,
I give him the Joe C.
Oh, I got you. I was thinking we should come up with our go-to list for this podcast. Our go-to list of movies, because it's definitely got to be
Dodgeball,
Wedding
Crashers,
road trips on there.
Replacements.
Replacements. What a great movie.
Oh. What do you guys need? Heart. What do you want to elaborate, Coach?
Miles and miles of hot.
You're crazy.
The Mick is right. I'm bloody Welsh. Whatever.
I put on Commodores. This bullshit came out.
You know, I know you're one crazy son of a bitch. How, Coach?
You're one crazy son of a bitch. Hey, man, Coach. Only a crazy son of a bitch when he eggs before a football game.
Over the bar, not under the bar. There's no saying in football, guys. If you can't handle celebration, you shouldn't do something great.
What's the best thing about?
Is that really true, John?
You know what's the best thing about
Fat Man scoring on the field?
Is a fat man dance.
Yeah, I love a fat man scoring. Why? Because first you get a fat man spike, then you get a fat man dance.
Son of a bitch. Shoots the dude's car.
And if so, no, we're not going to ask any questions. But if you have any firearms, we're going to have to ask.
Turn them in.
Yeah, turn them in.
When he picks up the prisoner, he's like, we should get it's a fake watch. It doesn't even work. We should get some
only right choice today. Yeah,
we should get some
outside of screaming distance.
The crazy part of that's the dude that killed his wife.
Yeah, not good. Not
on
good.
the road.
Not good.
Crazy stuff.
So we got 4 at least. Oh, 40-Year-Old Virgin. I love that movie.
Great movie. Old school.
Oh yeah. I love you, man. It's good, but I don't know.
It tastes so good once it hits your
Oh,
lips.
so good.
The take.
Yeah, God, that's good. Okay, that made me feel really good to end that podcast. But so Joe, I know you're still feeling bad, Joe.
What's the Joe C. Lock of the Century of the Week?
UFC, what up?
Jorge Masvidal.
Oh, he's going Masvidal.
Mr. Jorge Masvidal.
Did he make
the baddest man in America?
Did he make a prediction on how the fight would end, or just win?
No, I just chose the guy to win.
So those guys win.
Fair enough.
All right. Hey, thank you again for joining us here on a wonderful Saturday night pregame podcast. Proudly presented to you by DLM Tax and Accounting. Check them out at dlmtax.com. I'm going to be honest with you, they probably don't have the room to slide you in, but if you want,
we're good with extensions.
Yes.
Just slip into their DMs.
Slip into the DMs, baby boy. Have yourself a great week. I know the world's crazy, but enjoy yourself. Find something that you enjoy, like we enjoy this podcast.
Joe, we miss you. Bye.